hi guys to everyone, it's Ada from Poison Rock, and I have the pleasure to have with me today, this afternoon, because it's really 3 p.m. I think for both of us,
Yeah,
JJ from Harakiri for the Sky. First of all, how are you, JJ?
I am fine, thank you.
So we are getting close, almost a month from the release for the new album. And how does it feel? Because of course, she's single already out. And we're gonna talk about it, of course. But how does it feel to just be closer to the release?
Yeah, I mean it's cool that we it took us quite a time this time to work on the album. I mean, what's also a good thing because since the first album we released a new one since every 2 years, and this one the working process was like nearly 4 years, but we also had the pandemic and all that shit in the meantime, which we had quite much of free time, but not really that much of inspiration for working on new music or being creative. So I think we started writing together when the pandemic was nearly already over. And yeah, we also we also re-recorded the first two albums again, which also took quite some time, but was a very good idea. Yeah, and so I'm glad the album will be finally out in a month. There is still one single to come before the album is released, and yeah, and I also feels cool to we already started to rehearse the new songs, and
For them coming to
they feel quite good, and I think there will be cool upcoming concerts with the new songs.
because you have an upcoming, let's say, release party in
Yeah,
is in Germany and Austria, or is it just Germany?
it's just Germany.
Okay.
Um, we're playing a show in Vienna, in our hometown, like I think in early April.
Okay, so yeah, when the actual European gigantic
Yeah,
tour
yeah,
is
yeah.
gonna
As as
start.
as a date of the European tour, yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
it's huge. It's gonna cover almost all Europe basically. It's a big tour. And I also read that you got your visa approved for because you're planning an US concert, something like that overseas.
Yeah, we have a 3 weeks US tour right before the European tour, and yeah, we've been there. We've toured there the first time last year. I myself, I'm a I'm a totally USA fan. I've been there a few times on holiday. Drove down the 101 two times, and all that great landscapes,
Um,
great cities with a lot of alternative culture, I'd say. And yeah, I like it there.
I agree with you, and I like that you said that because it's a completely sometimes like band from US they dream to play in our festivals because we have in Europe such a diversity,
Yeah,
and it's the opposite. Sometimes bands and musicians from here and our
yeah.
dreams to go there because of the vastity of the land and how much you can cover. There's so much to discover that people are even unaware about the.
Yeah, you're totally right.
But of course, since you mentioned that you have already went there and something about your you as a person, JJ. I wanted to ask you before we start to speak about Scorched Earth and I don't know, you like what was the difference between the last the album in 2021? How about your personal music journey? Like I know you started in 2011 and so on, but before all of this, and before everything, and before you start to just choose that you're gonna go straight forward to music, who's just JJ? How you started to just getting interested in the genre instead of that, or just why you choose this path instead of being, I don't know, an astronaut?
Yeah. Um, I think it all started. I got two older sisters, and the younger one of them was and is also a metal fan, and also listened to grunge and all that back in the days.
Yeah.
And when she moved out at my parents' home, she left behind a lot of tapes, mixtapes, and also a Wasp vinyl and the Deaf Human vinyl. And yeah, and so I came into this music. I was kind of sad when my sister moved out, and that's why I started to listen to the stuff that she listened to. Yeah, with the years, became more and more. It started with punk, hardcore, and grunge, and with the years, became more and more interested um, in stuff like, yeah, the band Def, or
Oh,
what was it? A lot of bands in these genres. Yeah, and then when I was like 12 or 13, I stumbled upon some black metal covers, um, which I found way more interesting and more aesthetic
yeah.
than this death metal, thrash metal stuff and whatever. And then, yeah, I just tried it, and I'm not sure if I liked it. I liked it from the very first moment,
Yeah.
but somehow all this aesthetic and um this non also fuck
Just
this sound, the sound of the genre, and somehow caught me, and I listened to it more and more. Got fascinated with it, and that's where everything started. And then I had my black metal years, where I had a few phases, where was pretty edgy, just listening to albums, to the very underground shit, and everything. uh no, just 200 other people knew about, and whatever. And
yeah.
yeah, then somehow, the next big thing for me was post rock. And
What a jump!
yeah, because the black metal I liked the most was the atmospheric stuff, and also this with black metal with a lot of clean guitars, with a lot of this reverb stuff, and everything, like sometimes cinematic
Yeah.
music. And that was the step from this kind of black metal to post rock, and this is how everything began, mixing these two styles up with each other. Yeah.
Of course, like for the from the influence that you talk about, I think we can really understand as well also kind of the influence the people here in Harakiri for the Sky. From Sky, you can hear like literally like you were saying, because of course I don't like labels like you are black metal post,
Yeah, yeah,
well whatsoever. Let's leave it for the 90s, okay? Because there were a few genre and that was okay. Today's too many genre, so we can't give it. But in your own, if you would like literally in a quote, in your own words whatsoever, give like a sentence, because I don't like adjective like it's dark. It's like a quote for the sound, especially with the new upcoming album Scorched Earth, to Harakiri for the Sky sound. How we would just describe it?
I mean, at least this album is quite a wild mixture of a lot of these genres I mentioned before. um you still can hear it sometimes, that Matthias was a lot into this Gothenburg metal style, like old In Flames. Um, and nowadays he's more into to indie rock, Catatonia, and at least black metal, as a whole genre. And I think this is what for me, playing in this band makes it interesting. That it's not just pure post black metal or whatever.
Yeah.
We still have a lot of these parts, because it's the main and big part of Harakiri, and this is where the musical journey, or how you described it,
Yeah.
started,
Yeah.
like 13 years ago, I think. And
Yeah. And
yeah, and I think that's the for me, one of the most interesting parts, that it's a good mixture of all that was influential for us, on the way up here, or on the way
and
to
I
where we are now.
Yeah, and I think that's as well what led to the extreme high number of views are going with the especially the recent Heal Me going at 100 views because I think everyone that listen music, doesn't matter if you are new generation, older generation, coming from grunge, coming from, I don't know, post rock, whatsoever,
Yeah,
you can hear and feel something and say, you see, that sound, that lyrics resonate with me. That thing resonate with me. Even people for that are, like for the aesthetic, the cinematic effect, they resonate. And you're able to bring all together, I think, with the Scorched Earth. And
thank you.
and also as something that before talking about the lyric wise, music wise, and so on, what I really liked it was like that almost all because we have to say and mention that to the people before the end of the end of the interview, because maybe there will be someone like, oh, I'm bored, and skip all the other parts of the interview. So instead at the end we say in the middle there are four the pre-sales are open, and also there are four different type of vinyls, color vinyls that you're which is
A
a
few are already sold, I think, but we were quite creative this time,
yeah,
with
what's
the colors and styles and everything. There
yeah.
should be one for everyone to like. I don't know. I'm a huge fan of all these very colorful splatter whatever vinyls, but there are many people that just say, okay, if there is a little bit gold inside, it's already good enough.
Yeah,
We're very a good mixture of different colors, and yeah,
and that's important
I
because
like them.
course, we have these color vinyls like limited edition, for example. There are the normal vinyls, I guess, maybe for the all vintage collectors. There's everything, a physical copy and a streaming one for the people. So let's say that
Yeah,
sales are open now, so people can just go before they maybe gonna skip the other part of the interview within the middle. We change.
yeah,
It's interesting. It's better. So coming back from Scorched Earth, like I mentioned already, I think it's the last single you released, the Heal Me, before you released with Autumnal Surrender. These titles
yeah,
are literally poetic for me. I mean, I love when there are good sound of word, when the word are put it perfectly together. And for example, even without you, I'm just said that. I mean, the titles are really catchy. Like I mean, for people that love the, just sitting there and listen and feel the music, and also not only the music goes literally in your skin, but also the word. So lyric-wise, who is behind everything, and especially how I mean, the title are amazing. Just when you wrote the lyrics, the title usually can be, I don't know, like the moon and the sun, and then there is these big lyrics. You also start with the big and amazing titles. So how much the title is important for you now as a whole lyrics?
yeah, yeah. To me, titles are really an important thing, and always have been. I'm I'm the guy that is always. I've always like a small textbook in my pocket, or I tip it in the cell phone, or make just notes that I don't forget stuff, and so I collect titles and small parts of the lyrics and everything, and at the end, maybe in the end of an album writing process, I maybe have 20, 25 potential song titles, and then we choose, or I choose the ones
That's
um which fits which fit the lyrics best, and which sounds the best at the end. One funny thing is, when we released the track list for the album,
Okay.
some guy commented, I think on Facebook or whatever, oh fuck, all these titles are so emo. And I was like,
Oh,
fuck,
that's
fuck, yeah, he's totally. I had to laugh because he was totally right. I've never thought about this, but if you read them all each after another, it's all uh we bought you. I'm just a sad song, totally emo.
but, we had, I mean, let's admit it, we can be from the 80s born or the late 70s, but no matter how, we all listen at least once to one emo band, even just, or we have that guilty pleasure, because let's admit it, that the lyrics were fucking good in the emo music. They were deep and make you think about everything and your feelings. So we can say whatever they want. There was like a the genre, but I think
Yeah, yeah,
a really an impact. Everyone was like, that's a phase, they disappear, but they left an impact in the music even today. They had cinematic effect, the lyric was powerful. Yes, it was a little bit maybe more commercial, more easy going. But come on, we have a lot of going on with the pop culture and everything. So I think
yeah, yeah.
blended all together. Also the style, the climb from the goth. And I think the goth were really angry about it. But it's just
Maybe, yeah.
yeah, even if you think about the band from Finland, like Him or 69 Eyes, that were before, like the pre-Himo maybe.
Yeah.
I think they left an impact still today. But of course, it's beautiful when you can literally relate to the lyrics, not only to the sound. Because I can listen a song that say "You break my heart" and it's super happy at the gym, for example. But I think if you write a song saying like "You break my heart" or something like about life, and you sit with it, and literally you can feel that it's a sad song, or maybe even it is better. So sometimes music, sometimes I say all the time, music it's the one that can really determine our mood.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, because if you put an happy song, there's no way that you're gonna cry. There's no.
Yeah. But for me personally, lyrics, not just as a songwriter myself, but also when I listening to
Yeah.
music. For me, lyrics and music were always equally important, and still are. Lyrics should never be just a placeholder that something is sung, which I often feel, when I listen to nowadays black metal bands, that they have just, there are lyrics because I have to scream
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
not just want to scream but I don't think too much people really think about it. And to me, yeah, as a songwriter and the guy that is listening to a lot of music, for me it was always an equal thing. There can be good music with bad lyrics and the other way around, but best is to
Yeah.
handle it as a whole concept. And
Yeah. Because you can have you can feel, like I say, you can feel it. You can. It's not only music, because when there is a good lyrics behind an album, it's like that's why I said all the time it's always beautiful and better having the physical copy, because when you're holding the booklet, it's like you're having
yeah,
a book of poetry.
totally.
You have like poetry, because what is a poetry? It's just a verse. What is a song? It's just a verse. So come on, we can take any poet.
Yeah, I mean, when you have like a vinyl, I just grabbed one I just found. You have a cover, you have the other stuff, and I think that's important, because an artist that makes himself a concept. And when you buy a vinyl, or a CD, or I say vinyl because I really like it to have this cover artwork and stuff really big, to have
Yeah.
something in my hands. When I start listening, put it on the vinyl player, and I read the lyrics and stuff. And that's an important thing, because an artist, he make so much effort, and put so much time and blood and everything inside, that it's just yeah, not cruel, but it's somehow a little bit strange that people
Yeah.
are not aware of this. And I'm mid nowadays I also got Spotify and all that
Yeah, of
because
course.
it makes it so easy when you
Yeah.
are on a plane or whatever on the train to
Yeah.
listening to music. But
Yeah.
generally, I'm
Vinyl.
the guy that buys an album, that buys a vinyl, reads the lyrics and all that, and I think that's something important for art
In
in its
general,
whole.
yeah,
And
because
yeah, general, yeah.
yeah, because in the micro side of it, you are supporting the musician. So who is behind that piece of artwork? Could be a vinyl CD or something. You're supporting the illustrator, the photographer. You're supporting the writers,
Yeah, totally.
who you're supporting the people who recorded the art. You're supporting an entire micro reality, which is a big. But then in that macro reality, you're supporting the art. So it's all because if we have come on, how many times I've even I don't know, I saw for example let's take it Celtic Frost, that the singer, he did an amazing exhibition with his wife in Austria, sorry, in Austria, in Switzerland with
Yeah. You mean Giger or
yeah, he made an exhibition with photos and people talking different languages, with Kati Lenza, his girlfriend, his girlfriend wife, I don't, they made an amazing,
okay. Now I
yeah,
know what you mean. Yeah. Sure.
yeah, and that's art, and
Yeah.
it's mixtured. And how many musicians also as well? They are no painters and they do exhibition. You're supporting
Yeah.
culture, and we loved. I mean, come on, emo guys, or even when we were younger, we were reading books. I don't know. Could it be Baudelaire? Could it be Kerouac? Could
Sure.
Dostoevsky? Could it be everything? That's poetry. That's something that today goes mainly, and it's easier when it's short. So it goes mainly with like lyric wise. I mean, I have to feel and read what you're saying to me. So because I engage with the music, I engage with the song, and if
Yeah.
a video,
It's all together. It's not just one thing that is important,
yeah.
but the whole story. And yeah,
So as that's why it's like in Scorched Earth is a because a concept album is something that yeah it may exist yet, but I think it's always better to ask if I have Scorched Earth in my hand in Europe as a songwriter composer behind it with the with HARAKIRI for the Sky. I should, in your opinion, I should listen from the first song to the last, or I can listen from any song I prefer. Let's say today I like the number three, and I put the number three.
I mean, I always say it's not a concept album that like you say, where you have to listen from the first song to the last song. But there is a red line through all these songs,
Yeah.
and that is collected maybe under the banner of Scorched Earth. But we have like I'd say there is a song for we have this broken heart song. Then is there a song about saying goodbye? A song where it goes where estrangement is the main theme, but they are all collected under the banner maybe of a broken relationship or something like this. And I mean, the title "Scorched Earth" is a metaphor for different thing. On the one hand, as I say, when somebody is dying or leaving, or maybe you can also metaphorically say he leaves behind scorched earth.
Yeah.
Um, and but it's also related to the world we are currently
Yeah.
living in, which feels like burning down every day. At least it does not, but somehow every time you watch the news or whatever, it feels like okay, the Third World War is not that far away
Yeah,
anymore,
like
and
aliens now. So yeah.
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 And so I got asked a few times already if Scorched Earth is also some kind of a political album. And I always said no, politics is nothing that I'm writing about or whatever, but it's something, but the mood that comes from all this news, and then what you hear, at least since the Ukraine war started October 7th last year. It's something that stays in your mind, and the mood you get from all these news channels and what is happening around you, for sure makes you more depressive and angry, that you should originally be, because I mean, yeah, and this is it's not political, but the situation in the world we now have is mirrors in my feelings.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
I
hope it was it
yeah,
was understandable.
I know what you mean. And then because I think what you like is like it doesn't matter which part of the world you are. It doesn't matter which side or whatever you are. When this
Yeah,
it happens, like when these things blow up, since even COVID, like something 2020, 20 in war and 20
yeah, there it
war,
started.
like what each individual, doesn't matter which color, race, doesn't matter that the ethnicity, age, gender, doesn't matter, each one of us,
Yeah,
if it's a politician, if it's just
everyone was affected.
everyone,
Yeah, sure.
how do you feel it? It's like the emotion that you have inside of you in that specific moment. And today,
Yeah, you are totally right. Yeah,
yeah, because if I like focus in this just the situation, so always the macro thing, and I focus about what's happening, of course I can feel like i'm I'm having kind of feeling like left aside, kind of having a broken heart, because you're seeing you don't know what is going in the future. If you feel literally feel like when this event happened, like almost you got to break up with someone, something like that.
yeah,
You have this feeling of feeling lost, feeling confused, not knowing who you are, maybe because like what's the future? It's something like that
yeah,
in every relationship, which is friendship, a love relationship, it doesn't matter. Family relationship wise, it's this
yeah,
from an internal perspective, I think. So me or the other person, doesn't matter who we are. I could be the one who break up, for example, with the other person, but the other person that received the breakup can feel it too. It doesn't matter.
yeah,
It's who you are behind it. So that's what I think what you mean. Doesn't it's apply everything. That's as well. We can say that not only in the sound, like sound wise, there's a beautiful blend of all these post rock, grunge, black metal genre, indie rock,
yeah,
HARAKIRI for the Sky, but also in music, because this lyric wise, you're applying to everyone. To everyone, doesn't matter. And of course, before we're gonna to end, because of course the two you're were saying that there is gonna be still one single released. This
yeah.
song will be released with the 20, like closer to the release of the album, or with the release of the album, or it's gonna be here in between the month of June.
Somewhere in between. I'm not
Okay,
sure. I
okay,
think.
it's okay, it's okay.
I think. I think directly after new.
Okay,
I think
that's
the first days after New
okay,
Year's
okay.
Eve,
So
something like that.
yeah.
But I don't have all the dates in mind except from the release date for sure from the album. But
And of course, like and
it will be released before. That's what I can say. What I can say.
right for that. And if we just want, just for the of course for the people that are approaching right now for HARAKIRI for the Sky, and say, oh, I want to listen Scorched Earth. But if we want to just say to them like, look, we have this, of course, new beautiful upcoming album. But if you want to know also another maybe side of us, or maybe who we were, which maybe three songs, let's say, we can tell them to listen from your previous work, because it's like
Yeah.
they are
You
still
mean from you mean from the new album or from the album before?
from all of your career.
Oh, okay,
Like
okay.
you just,
Okay.
know,
To me, a very important song, um, still always was and still is, "Drown in My Nihilism" from the first album, because I think this was the first or the second song we wrote. I mean, this was like guiding a way where we started and where we went. So also this was a very important song to me. Another song which is very important to me because of the lyrics I wrote for it is "This Life as a Dagger"
Okay.
from all. I think most of the songs I'm mentioning now are more the underdogs, and not the popular songs like
That's
calling the rain or something.
okay.
Um, but yeah, and from the last album, Mary, I Pallbearer is also one of my favorites. Um, and this is also we play I Pallbearer. I think since we since the release of the last album, but I still don't get bored of it playing it
Yeah.
live. And that I think that means something. If you play a song like 150 times and you are still not,
Yes, something.
oh no, not that one again.
And also think even in the audience, even in the fan, they like it. So of course I said that people can expect to hear also these songs in the new track set list for the live shows, apart
Yeah,
from the music. And I'm just
yeah,
yeah, because that's what people are that's what we're going to the release party, the live show now. So now it's just time to
we are
get
we are we are still not we are still not sure. I think we are pretty sure that we are playing all the singles of the new album, but we are still not sure about the set list as a whole.
okay.
Because the problem of having six lengthy albums uh, is that you are pretty limited in sorting out a set list. Because I mean, when we play 9 songs, we are about 80 minutes. And I think
And it's
that's yeah, I think that's it. And so yeah, if we play a lot of new songs,
yeah.
you can't play that much old stuff. So it's always a little bit tricky. And I think that's why we are rehearsing a few songs more, that we can say, okay,
Switch.
this fits not, and we sort them all. We
And it's
sort we
important.
sort them out after we rehearse them.
Yeah, so let's say that just now it's time to just finish the rehearsal and just go straight forward on the road, enjoying, of course, after the
Yeah,
day.
and I mean, except from the release shows, I think we can also switch.
Yeah,
So one day we played this set list, we played this set list. This also is way more interesting for
and
for
also,
your musician, when we can swap a little bit around and choose. Okay, this day we are not in the mood of playing
yeah.
that song again. Let's change a little bit and
Yeah.
swap, and I think that's cool.
Yeah, because also if you're doing, for example, a European tour, or and then maybe there are closer live shows like cities, and maybe someone can say, oh, since they maybe are playing different set lists or something like that, maybe I can go in that show and enjoy the type of set list and go the other day in the other live shows, and it could be an idea. Sometimes fans do that because maybe they want to see
Yeah, yeah,
and a different also song played live. This is also a good thing, because another way also to support the art and the artist is going to the live shows. Always remember that going to the live show is where the magic happens, when everything you heard, everything you saw comes to life. So it's the pulsing core of an album going live. So
yeah, sure.
let's say that is gonna be this tour, and then of course I saw you some already, like some festival like Brutal Assault and Summer Breeze were confirmed.
There are a few
Yeah.
ones confirmed. I think Summer Breeze, Brutal Assault. Um, I'm not sure if I
You can check your social media. Just maybe
if I am if I yeah if I'm on the last stand, because we have this band calendar where also stuff is written that is not released yet. And so but I'm sure about Summer Breeze, and I'm sure about Brutal Assault. Yeah.
I thought that'd be cool. I read what was on your social media, so we are sure that we can say that. For the rest, people,
Yeah, these two,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure that were already released.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so that I can just check it out or your social media.
And Resurrection Fest is also
Okay.
released. Yeah.
Okay. So just at least for this, we are sure. So what can I say, JJ? Just thank you for the interview and the talk. It was good to especially go inside mainly the lyric wise, because sometimes they
Yeah,
are
I like these interviews too. So
was
it's always cool not just to talk about the album writing process or something, but also about the roots where somebody is coming from musically and what were their influences. I like this kind of interviews way more. So thanks for that.
It's a pleasure. HARAKIRI for the Sky is because today of you and Matthias influences who you were as a teenager, as a baby. So that's important to know.
Yeah, sure.
So thank you, and probably see you at Summer Breeze. That you were, I saw you already. So probably I will see you again this summer. So
Yeah.
thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the day and all this amazing tour. And maybe if you are around,
Yeah, thank you.
we might catch up. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it would be cool. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
You
Bye
too.
bye.